Hello and welcome to another amazing video on the Disabled Explorer YouTube channel and all the other platforms that I've shared this on. Hope everyone's having a great Tuesday afternoon and that your week is going well so far. In today's video, I will recap both Friday Night SmackDown from London, England, and yesterday's um, Monday Night Raw. Monday Raw, because it wasn't that night here. Sorry, it wasn't at night here in North America, but it was nighttime in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Sorry for my coughing. Anyway, I'm okay. And yeah, so I will recap both SmackDown and Raw from this past Friday and yesterday. So, without further ado, let's get into Friday Night SmackDown from London, England. WWE descended upon the OVO Arena Wembley in London for a stacked SmackDown that delivered championship drama, qualifier chaos, and shocking confrontations on the Blue Brand's European tour. Opening segment saw the new era begins. Drew McIntyre commanded the ring uh, with bagpipe accompaniment, soaking in the London crowd's ad- adulation before pivoting to a devastating reality check. The new undisputed WWE champion delivered a hard message to the fans about the fans' abandoning him when he needed them most. When WWE fired him many years ago, when Roman Reigns destroyed him, when CM Punk caused chaos, nobody cared. Nobody. Only now, with the title around his waist, did they return. Drew made himself clear. He owed nobody gratitude except himself. The then came the knife twist. Drew had contractually eliminated any rematch clause for Cody Rhodes. The vanilla QB1 era ended. The dangerous, unpredictable Drew McIntyre era had just begun. Randy Orton, then entrance music, aligned, silenced the celebration. We don't like each other at all, he declared, uh, reminding Drew of an opportunity months prior, to uh, decepti- decapitate him via announce table. An opportunity Drew squandered. Randy promised no such mercy when they when their time came again. She'd beaten Drew titles Drew for titles before and would do it again, courtesy of the three most dangerous letters in sports entertainment: RKO. Chaos erupted when Jacob Fatu charged the ring. Drew and Fatu brawled across ringside until the Miz emerged from the shadows, dropping McIntyre with a dropping Randy Orton, sorry, with a skull-crushing finale to set up the first qualifier match of the night. Qualifier match number one saw Randy's precision. Uh, Orton's precision. Randy Orton defeats defeated The Miz. The Miz controlled early with strikes and DDTs before Orton fired back with his signature rhythm. After multiple announce table assaults, including three consecutive back body drivers, Orton locked in the IEDDT. Miz nearly stole victory with a skull-crushing finale, but Orton's experience shined through. A snap mirror countered Miz's follow-up. A snap mirror countered Miz's follow-up, and the RKO connected for the decisive 3 count. Backstage prophecy and defiance. Ilya Dragunov intercepted Drew, declaring his path toward the undisputed championship. Drew fired back with menace, warning Ilya that if he reaches the Rumble, McIntyre would knock his teeth out. A Wyatt family message appeared, warning Solo Sikoa that the lantern that he stole, previously stolen, never belonged to his, never belonged in his hands. They promised its return. Women's division tension. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair struggled backstage, just questioning each other's commitment to their partnership. Charlotte whistled at Nia Jax and Lash Legends attempt to manipulate her, warning them, warning them her response would not be pleasant. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss defeats the Kiana James and Julia was next. The challenger dominated early with a relentless offense against Alexa, isolating her from Charlotte with frequent tags and quick strikes. When Charlotte finally entered, she exploded with shocking tackles, chops, and striking combinations on both opponents. The finish came when Alexa reversed momentum and connected with Sister Abigail for the victory. Post-match violence erupted when Nia Jackson Julia driving her Nia Jax attacked Julia, driving her into the apron as Lash Legend joined the assault. Nia drove Charlotte through shoulder first into the post while Kiana held Julia back. The tribal chief's declaration. Solo Sikoa spoke with Bo, uh, confirming his vision expanded beyond the physical lantern. The fireflies across the world now belonged to him. Solo threatened to add tag titles, to add the tag titles to his collection while promising victory over Damian Priest and the return of the WWE Championship to his family. The visionary returns. Cody Rhodes arrived to shift the narrative. He admitted his routine had grown comfortable. Then sa- the same entrance, the same crowd participation, the same questions. But Drew was different. Cody reflected on Shawn Michaels, Steve Austin, and Hulk Hogan, the only three-time Royal Rumble winners. Standing in London, a city meaningful to his journey, Cody announced he'd claim the championship the old-fashioned way, winning the Royal Rumble as the first entrance to the Royal Rumble. Sorry. Then came the challenge to Jacob Fatu. Cody promised a receipt and invited Fatu to collect it now or face a personal reckoning. Qualifying match number 2, momentum shifts. Trick Williams defeated Matt Cardona. Both competitors show technical excellence early before Trick's power wrestling took control of Cardona. Cardona mounted comebacks with the zigzag and multiple near falls, but Trick's relentless assault, highlighted by a cyclone kick, secured the victory via jumping knee strike. Post match saw Kit Wilson attack Cardona, sending him into the ring steps steps and establishing himself as a new force to be reckoned with. Chaos erupted as Jacob Fatu appeared behind Kit Williams, planting him with a super kick before following with a back senton and double jump moonsault. Fatu demanded Cody face him immediately. The two icons traded brutal punches as security flooded the ring. Nick Aldis and separated them, but Cody broke free and charged again, leading to an official announcement. Cody Rhodes would face Jacob Fatu at Saturday night's main event, which is this coming Saturday. Qualifying match number 3, Damian Priest intervention. Demonic intervention. Damian Priest defeated Solo Sikoa. The Solo Squad controlled early, but Priest matched their intensity with kicks, elbows, and aerial offense. The riot suddenly appeared, causing the lights to cut out. When they returned, however, chaos erupted as both competitors and the riots battled through the crowd. Solo maintained the lantern to maintain the lantern control despite Howdy's briefly re- Howdy briefly reclaiming it. Back in the ring, however, Priest finished with a shout of heaven for the 3 count, though the lantern remained in Solo's possession. Championship showcase saw Hayes retains. Carmelo Hayes retains the United States Championship against Leon Slater. Hayes and Slater exchanged technical excellence with springboard maneuvers, reversals, and near falls aplenty. Hayes visibly favored his knee throughout, creating opportunities persistent for the persistent Slater. Uh, Leon hit a twisted flip dive and nearly secured the championship with multiple near falls. Hayes climbed the turnbuckle, but Leon cut him off with a uppercut and suplex attempt. Hayes countered with a super cutter for the victory, despite his knee injury. Tamatonga approached Shinsuke Nakamura backstage, warning him to stay clear as they prepared to seize the tag titles. The tag team drama, Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae celebrated destroying Axiom and Nathan Frazer. When Axiom appeared, demanding uh, his mask back, Johnny revealed can Johnny revealed Candace held it. Suddenly, another Axiom appeared. Actually, Fraser in disguise, who punched Johnny and announced their next week's their next week's matchup. Women's dominance. Sorry for taking this too long, but this is what happened on Friday Night SmackDown. Women's dominance. Jordan Grace defeated Chelsea Green. Grace showcased overwhelming strength with suplexes and striking combinations. Green fought back with strikes and ring posts aided offense, but Grace's raw power prevailed. A muffler suplex and direct effect led to victory via jackknife pin. Post-match saw Grace called out Jade Cargill, who sat ringside with the women's championship. Jade stepped down to the apron, but Chelsea Green's reckless forearm accidentally knocked her off. Grace grabbed the title and respectfully handed it back. Final qualifier of the night saw Dragunov versus Zayn Warfare. Sami Zayn defeated Ilya Dragunov. These competitors engaged in an absolute war of firearms, chops, forearms, and chops, and increasingly creative offense. Ilya dominated early with aggressive striking and knee drops, uh, but Sammy capitalized on the opportunities with suplexes and throw and front face lock. Sorry, front face lock controls. Sorry about that. They traded German suplexes with Ilya eventually landing a wrist clutch gut wrench. Sammy busted open, uh, busted Ilya open above the eye during the top rope sequence before hitting the sunset flip powerbomb. Ilya's uh, Teen Constantine special and missile dropkick nearly finished Sammy, but the Blue Thunder Bomb attempt got blocked. Um, the deciding sequence saw Ilya charged with repeated clotheslines. The third attempt telegraphed for the Helluva kick, semi-connected with an exploder into the corner, lined up and delivered the devastating Helluva kick for the 3 count. Post-match, uh, post-match saw Trick Williams attack Sami Zayn with a Northern lariat and jumping knee. Saturday night's main event preview. Four warriors earned their spots in the fatal throwaway to determine the number one contender: Randy Orton, Trick Williams, Damian Priest, and Sami Zayn. The winner faces Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble for the title. Additionally, a triple threat match will determine women's tag team championship glory calendars. The Riots clash with the metaphor over the tag team titles, and Trick Williams faces Greek Damian Priest run on run. London's SmackDown delivered championship drama, qualifiers excellence, and set the stage for the explosive Saturday night's main event this Saturday in Montreal's Bell Center in Canada. I hope you guys like that somewhat long-winded, I apologize, Friday Night SmackDown review. If you did, leave a comment in the comment section below of whatever platform you see this on. But preferably, I'd like to jump to my YouTube channel, which currently is set at 428. No, 427. Sorry, I dropped one. I really would like to go back up, please. That would be great. It all depends on you guys. You guys are the best. Yeah, I could never have done it without you guys. Now I'm going to review what happened yesterday on Monday Night Raw. Yesterday's Raw. I know, I apologize for this, like, I apologize. WWE Raw, January 19th, Belfast Takeover. WWE Raw delivered an unforgettable night from the SSE Arena in Belfast, Northern Ireland. As the Blue Brand served up championship drama, Royal Rumble announcements, and one of the year's most competitive main events. Opening statement saw the ring general declared. Gunther commanded the ring with commanding authority, uh, reflecting on his impressive victory over AJ Styles. The ring general declared himself officially entered into the 2026 Royal Rumble, reminding everyone he lasted over an hour in his previous Rumble performance. His future lays bright, destined for World Championship once again. AJ Styles interrupted him immediately, demanding an immediate rematch. Gunther refused at first. The incentive wasn't there, he said. But then came the twist. Gunther proposed a career-threatening stipulation. If Styles wanted the rematch at the Royal Rumble, he'd need to put his entire wrestling career on the line. Gunther challenged AJ to an to answer by night's end, unless the phenomenal one proved too frightened. After a backstage conversation with his wife on the phone, AJ returned with an a- answer of yes. The match was then made official, booked for the Royal Rumble. I'm thinking that this means he's ending his time on WWE and jumping to TNA for one last title reign. We'll see about that. Let's see how the Royal Rumble match uh, goes. The Women's Intercontinental Championship contested excellence, contested by excellence. Becky Lynch retained the Women's Intercontinental Championship against Maxine Dupree. Natalia Mac, appeared in Maxine's corner before the match, vowing to prevent another upset loss. Becky opened with swift strikes, but Maxine exploded back with Thayer's, uh, with a Thayer's press and relentless offense. Uh, the pen, the pendulum swung repeatedly. Becky dominated with the ring post punishment and leg drops, while Maxine countered with flash fisherman's suplexes, dumping knees, and crossbodies. The finisher escalated when Natalia placed Becky's foot on the rope, sorry, with while Maxine applied an ankle lock, preventing the count. Uh, but Becky capitalized with a manhandle slam for the victory. Post-match chaos erupted when Natalia brutalized Maxine Dupree with a double leg takedown, sharpshooter, and continued assault, drawing commentary condemnation for her excessive violence. A referee finally persuaded her to cease fire. The man comes home. Becky Lynch cut a promo celebrating her homecoming to Ireland while simultaneously mocking her homeland. The promo was before, but I don't know why I wrote this out like that, but while simultaneously mocking her homeland, the food, the weather, everything. She promised to win gold on her home turf, unlike golf legend Roy McIlroy uh, on the final hole. Braun Breaker suspended update. Excuse me. Again, I apologize for this video going a little long. Braun Breaker suspension update. Video recaps from show Braun Breaker's indefinite suspension after last week's confrontation with GM Adam Pearce. Paul Heyman defended Breaker, claiming Pearce initiated physical contact first. The tension between Heyman and Pearce intensified as the GM warned him to keep his clients on best behavior. Los Americanos interview. El Grande Americano bravely declared Javon Evans wouldn't survive their encounter, calling it a miracle moment before crushing reality set in. Judgment Day headquarters. Raquel Rodriguez announced Stephanie Vickers' injury prevented her title match against Raquel next week. Uh, Liv Morgan declared women's world war, their tag team match to capture gold on Saturday night's main event with uh, Roxanne Perez. Finn Balor proclaimed they were leaving with the World Heavyweight Championship on his island of Ireland. Jey Uso announces Rumble entry. Jey Uso stepped into the spotlight to declare his Royal Rumble entry with a warning shot to the entire locker room. He intended to win back-to-back Rumbles. Tag Team Chaos, New Day, and Disruption. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods confronted Adam Pearce about traveling on Martin Luther King Day for their tag team title rematch. Pearce announced they'd face a fatal throwaway match on the for the titles that next week instead. Sorry. A six-man tag team warfare saw Rey Mysterio, Penta, Dragon Lee, and defeat Bronson Reed and Austin Theory and Logan Paul. The Vision controlled early, isolating Dragon Lee with frequent tags and powerful offense. Reed hit a devastating powerbomb while Theory delivered ruthless back, backbreakers. Lee finally escaped and tagged the legendary Rey Mysterio, who exploded with fire offense and head scissors. The um, the action spilled ringside before chaos erupted when Logan Paul handed Austin Theory brass knuckles. GM Adam Pearce spotted it and confiscated the weapons, leading to a heated argument arguments with Paul Heyman. Rey Mysterio grabbed the brass knuckles that were left on the apron and punched Theory with them, and the Luchadors finished with a Penta Destroyer for the victory. Post-match, saw Rey announced he, Penta, and Dragon Lee would all enter the Royal Rumble. CM Punk interview. Punk exuded confidence, entering his championship defense, declaring the away game atmosphere, the pressure, that propelled him daily. He proved he remained the best in the world. Women's tag team turmoil. Again, please forgive me for this lengthy video. Io Sky and Rhea Ripley announced they enter the Royal Rumble for the women after retaining the tag titles against Roxanne Perez and Liv Morgan this Saturday at Saturday night's main event. Liv Morgan and Perez arrived with fire, accusing Rhea of franchise selfishness and reflecting betrayal. Perez added that she, Liv, and Raquel would all compete in the Rumble. The verbal spouting, the verbal sparring turned physical when Raquel attacked Rhea, followed by Perez's trap block and Liv's codebreaker. Rhea fought back until Oblivion connected on the Judgment Day's leader, Bailey, and Lyra moment. Bailey consoled a discouraged Lyra Valkyria, reminding her that they weren't pinned. Bailey suggested either could win the Royal Rumble to rebuild momentum and prove themselves once again. Singles action, Grande dominance. El Grande Americano defeated Javon Evans with via medical disqualification. Evans displayed incredible athleticism with drop kicks, slingshot head scissors, and the springboard offense. Los Americanos distraction proved costly when Grande kicked Evans' arm. Bravo and Rayo contributed distractions as Grande dominated with kicks. Evans injured his shoulder, wrist during the battle. The referee stopped the match, calling for medical disqualification as Javon exited holding his shoulder. Asuka touched tough love. Kairi Sane panicked when Asuka confronted her about losing their tag team titles. Asuka reminded Kairi championship loss and referenced Io's betrayal. Kairi's promise to help Asuka win the Royal Rumble, accepting any assignment. Asuka softened, reminding Kairi was a good girl. Final Finn Balor statement. Finn acknowledged championship magnitude before questioning CM Punk's judgment. This was Balor's island. His people, and his turf. Tonight would crown a new Irish World Champion. Main event saw championship glory. CM Punk retained the WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Finn Balor. Punk and Balor engaged in a technical showcase, with Punk initially controlled via arm work and submission tactics. A suicide dive sent Finn crashing over the commentary desk as Punk dominated with backbreakers and chin blocks. Finn ignited ignited a comeback with kicks and chops before hitting a GTS, uh, before Punk hitting a GTR uh, for a rear near fall. Both Warriors traded devastating offense. Punk delivered a superplex while Finn answered with a blade, sling blades, and running drop kicks. A missed coup de grace injured Finn's knee, allowing Punk to plant him with the GTS for the near fall. Punk uh, cinched the Anaconda Vice uh, submission, with Finn barely reaching the ropes. He is for escape. After man, after more back and forth exchanges via and another coup de grace near fall, Finn escaped the GTS attempt again via roll up. Punk rolled through and connected with the decisive GTS for the victory. CM Punk remained the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Post-match saw the two competitors show mutual respect for each other. Punk extended his hand and helped Finn to his feet, raising his hand in a sign of sportsmanship and as the crowd erupted. I sincerely apologize for this long-winded review, but it was a almost 3 hour show, so please my don't mind my recap being a little long. If you like this video, all my details are in the description below. As I said before, I am currently at 427. I would like to go back up, up, up. That would be greatly appreciated. It all comes up back to you. And if you feel like visiting me on Patreon, all my details for Patreon is there too. Uh, I'm currently at 3 subscribers on Patreon. I would like to go up, up, up there as well. If you liked any of this video, leave a comment in the comment section, and I will be back tomorrow with some with the recap of TNA Genesis pay-per-view, which happened in Dallas, Texas on Saturday. Sorry, I burped. Um, Hope you guys have a great Tuesday afternoon, and keep warm if it's not too cold wherever you guys are. Keep positive, and as I always love to say, keep on smiling. Bye bye. Bye bye.